Hey there, welcome to It's Never That Serious. Today, we're diving into some mind-blowing psychological facts that will make you question everything you thought you knew about human behavior. Get ready for some serious whoa moments as we unravel the mysteries of the human mind. Stick around because you won't want to miss number 10. It's a real knee slapper. Alright folks, let's talk about something we can all relate to: being tired. When we're exhausted, our brains basically turn into zombies. Our decision-making skills go out the window, and we're more likely to make, shall we say, interesting choices. Think about it. Have you ever sent a late-night text that you totally regretted in the morning? Yeah, that's your tired brain talking. So, next time you're feeling the pull of the pillow, do yourself a favor and put off any major life decisions. Trust me, your brain will thank you for it. First and foremost, get some sleep. Even a 20-minute snooze can help to recharge your batteries and clear your head. Ever walk into a room and forget why you went in there? It's a common experience that can leave you feeling a bit disoriented. Don't worry, it happens to the best of us. Our brains are wired in fascinating ways. But have you ever noticed that you can remember the first and last items on your grocery list, but forget everything in between? It's not just you. That's the serial position effect. A phenomenon where the position of an item in a sequence affects how well it's remembered. The first few things we hear are like the start of the game. They're still fresh in our minds, easy to recall. And the last few things, well, they're like the end of the game. They've had less time to get lost in translation, making them easier to remember. So how can we outsmart our brains and remember those pesky middle items? It's all about strategy. One trick is to try grouping items together in a meaningful way. This can make a big difference. For example, instead of just writing down milk, eggs, bread, cheese, apples, bananas, try grouping them into categories like dairy, produce, and bakery. This method helps your brain create a mental map. This way, your brain has a little extra help organizing and remembering all those delicious goodies. It's like giving your memory a helping hand. Another tip is to repeat. Repetition reinforces memory. The more you go over your list, the more likely you are to remember everything on it. So next time, give these tips a try and see the difference. Alright, let's talk about those moments when you're like, why did I just do that? You know, those times when your actions seem to contradict your beliefs or values? That, my friends, is called cognitive dissonance. It's a term from psychology that describes the mental discomfort we feel when we hold two conflicting thoughts or beliefs. It's that uncomfortable feeling you get when you hold two conflicting beliefs, or when your behavior doesn't match up with your values. Imagine feeling torn between what you know is right and what you actually do. It's like when you know you should be eating healthy, but you just can't resist that extra slice of pizza. You feel guilty, yet you indulge anyway. Our brains hate inconsistency, so when we experience cognitive dissonance, we're motivated to reduce that discomfort somehow. We might feel stressed or anxious until we find a way to resolve it. Sometimes we do this by changing our beliefs to align with our actions. For instance, convincing ourselves that our actions aren't so bad after all. Like, hey, pizza is a vegetable, right? We make light of it to ease the tension. Or we might try to justify our behavior by downplaying the negative consequences. We tell ourselves it's not a big deal. But here's the thing. Cognitive dissonance can actually be a powerful tool for growth. It pushes us to reflect on our actions and beliefs. When we recognize those moments of discomfort, we have an opportunity to examine our beliefs and make positive changes. It's a chance to align our actions with our values. So the next time you feel that mental tug of war, don't ignore it. Embrace it. Use it as a catalyst for personal growth. Use it as a chance to learn and grow. Embrace the discomfort, and let it guide you towards a better version of yourself. The placebo effect, mind over matter. Have you ever heard of the placebo effect? It's like the magic of believing in something so much that it actually works, even if it's just a sugar pill. Scientists believe that the placebo effect works by triggering the release of endorphins, which are our body's natural painkillers. So when we believe that a treatment is going to work, our brains actually help to make it so. Now, I'm not saying that you should ditch your doctor and start popping sugar pills like candy, but I am saying that there's a lot to be said for the power of positive thinking. When we believe in ourselves and our ability to heal, we're giving our bodies the best possible chance to recover. So the next time you're feeling under the weather, try incorporating some positive affirmations into your day. Music and emotions, the soundtrack of our lives. Music, gotta love it, it's the soundtrack to our lives, right? But did you know that the music you listen to can actually influence your emotions and even your shopping habits? It's true. Music has this incredible ability to tap into our emotions and amplify them. But it's not just our emotions that music can influence. Retailers have known for years that the right music can actually make us spend more money. So, the next time you're listening to music, pay attention to how it makes you feel. And if you're ever feeling influenced by the music in a store, just remember, you have the power to change the tune. Social conformity, the power of the crowd. Have you ever wondered why we tend to follow the crowd? Like, why do we all of a sudden want to wear the same clothes or listen to the same music as everyone else? Well, my friends, it's all thanks to a little thing called social conformity. We humans are social creatures by nature, and we have this deep-seated desire to fit in and be accepted by others. It's like we don't want to be the odd one out, you know? We want to be part of the group. Now, social conformity can be a good thing. It helps to maintain order and cooperation in society. But it can also lead to some pretty ridiculous behavior. So the next time you find yourself doing something just because everyone else is doing it, take a step back and ask yourself, am I doing this because I actually want to, or am I just trying to fit in? Okay, let's be honest, we've all done it. We see someone who's attractive and we automatically assume they're also smart, kind, and funny. It's not our fault. Our brains are wired to make snap judgments based on first impressions. This phenomenon is known as the halo effect, and it's basically our brains taking a shortcut. Instead of taking the time to get to know someone's true character, we just slap a big ol' halo on their head if they're easy on the eyes. Now, the halo effect can work both ways. The halo effect can have a real impact on our lives, from the people we choose to date to the jobs we get hired for. So, the next time you find yourself making judgments about someone based on their appearance, take a step back and try to see past the halo, or the horns as the case may be. The mere exposure effect. Familiarity breeds fondness. Ever wonder why you start to like a song more after you've heard it a few times? It's not just a coincidence. It's a fascinating psychological phenomenon. Or why that weird food you tried once doesn't seem so bad anymore. The more you encounter it, the more familiar it becomes, and the more you start to appreciate it. That, my friends, is the mere exposure effect in action. It's a subtle yet powerful force that shapes our preferences and likes. It's this weird quirk of human psychology where the more we're exposed to something, the more we tend to like it. This can apply to almost anything in our daily lives. And it's not just songs and food. It extends to people, places, and even ideas. The mere exposure effect applies to everything from people to places to ideas. The more we see or experience something, the more it grows on us. Think about it. You're more likely to be friends with someone you see every day than someone you only see once a year. Regular interaction builds familiarity and fondness. The mere exposure effect is everywhere. It's a universal principle that influences our daily interactions and choices. So, how can we use this knowledge to our advantage? Understanding this can help us in social situations and personal growth. Well, if you're trying to make a good impression on someone, try to find ways to casually expose them to yourself more often. Consistent positive interactions can make a big difference. And if you're trying to break a bad habit, try to avoid the things that trigger that habit. Awareness and strategic exposure can help you shape your preferences and behaviors. Smell and memory, sense of nostalgia. You ever walk past a bakery and suddenly get hit with a wave of childhood memories? Or catch a whiff of your grandma's perfume and feel instantly transported back to her kitchen? That, my friends, is the powerful connection between smell and memory. Our sense of smell is directly linked to the emotional center of our brains, which is why certain scents can evoke such vivid and emotional memories. It's like having a time machine in your nose. Think about it. What are some of your earliest memories? Chances are, many of them involve smells. The smell of freshly cut grass on a summer day. The smell of your favorite childhood meal cooking in the oven. These scents are like bookmarks in the chapters of our lives, instantly transporting us back to those moments in time. So the next time you want to create a lasting memory, pay attention to the smells around you. Laughter is contagious. Spread the joy. Alright folks, get ready for this one. Laughter is contagious. You know how it is, you're hanging out with your friends, someone cracks a joke, and pretty soon everyone's in stitches, even if the joke wasn't that funny. Scientists believe that laughter is contagious because of something called mirror neurons. These are special cells in our brains that fire both when we perform an action and when we see someone else perform that action. And here's the best part. Laughter is not just contagious, it's also good for you. Laughter releases endorphins, which have mood-boosting and pain-relieving effects. So, the next time you're feeling down, put on a funny movie, call up a friend who makes you laugh, or just try smiling at yourself in the mirror. That's a wrap. And there you have it, folks. 10 mind-blowing psychological facts that you can share at your next party. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to It's Never That Serious for more fun and fascinating content. Until next time, keep it light and never take life too seriously.